Men around the bat, going for the kill, Sri Lanka. That's nicely played. That's very nicely played. He's given a lot of air, he's tossed it up, he's wanting the ball to land and turn. 2-4. Shah shows that he can play nicely through the offside.
But timing personified there. Let's have a look. A mere push. And force the ball onto the bat. The face of the bat at the last moment to be able to hit the ball away from the fielder. That's a brilliant drive, wasn't it?
4 for 8. Fixed deposit खोल दूँ?
नहीं यार, savings account.
FD sir, FD was a higher interest maybe.
Savings account मतलब कैसा?
All around the wicket. 3-1-2, plays 3-9-4 for 8. A lead of 82 for Pakistan. When you look at where they were, 101 for 5 yesterday afternoon, take your hats off to their middle to lower order. They have been outstanding in how they've repaired the middle part of the innings, how they've taken on that 312 and gone well past it.
And the time is running out for the Sri Lankans to force an issue in this test match. The lead is getting bigger. Time has been consumed by the Pakistanis, which is the apt thing to do at the moment. And to be able to force an issue from here on, the Sri Lankans, they have to take quite a few of risks, quite a lot of risks.
It must be so difficult for Dimuth Karunaratne and his charges, because they would have expected that after that big partnership, got another wicket and then the new ball came, they would have expected that they would probably be able to run through the rest of the Pakistan batting order if they don't get Shakhil out. But you look at this partnership, 48. It's taken a long time, 121 balls. And they've had a couple of opportunities that they put down as well.
Yeah, they must be ruining the fact. Spilled those couple of chances. That's how Shakhil was on 93 when that catch was spilled at short leg. Oh, once again, it went all wrong for Rajitha.
This is what I'm talking about. Just complicates the situation further for Dimuth Karunaratne. Base bowler. Well, the seamer that he's looking to try and break the partnership is struggling. Partnership now 53. The lead 87. Shakhil and Pakistan just look to continue to pile on this lead. 399 for 8. I don't understand what's going on here with Carson Rajitha. Brings up the 400 for Pakistan, 403 for 8. So there is Samar Wikrama's wondering what's happened to his bowler here.
main reason why Sri Lanka aren't good bowlers. When they go on foreign soil, they struggle. If they're not picking up the wickets, they keep on leaking runs. They need to have a bowler in their lineup who could actually give some control to the captain. Could dry up the runs, frustrate batters, and play with their frustration to be able to get rid of them. They haven't got anybody in their lineup who give such a control to the captain. And that's where Sri Lanka has to improve upon. If they want to be consistent in this format of the game, and especially if they want to become good travellers.
Left alone. Total disinterest in playing that delivery. Must be such a heartbreak for a fast bowler to run in. You've been in the sun for over 90 overs now, better part of the day. All a short ball effort, and the batsman is just disinterested.
Can be deflating as well.
Nicely played, good control. He'll get a single and ensure that he's on strike at the beginning of the 98. 404 for 8. Fixed deposit call loop.
नहीं यार, savings account.
FD setup. FD मतलब higher interest maybe.
Savings account मतलब पैसा पास में भी.
Ship 58. Just 5 of those runs in 41 balls to Naseem Shah. It includes a boundary. So it shows you that he's understood the role that he has to play. Hold up and then allow this man to continue to pile on the runs.
Naseem Shah is getting into that habit. He has learned how to survive in test match cricket. How to absorb the pressure. How to play a second fiddle. How to assist his senior partner. We're going through the motions at the moment. The Sri Lankan bowlers and the fielders hoping for a miracle. Especially when they're looking to bowl at this man who looks so well set.
Just cannot see how they are going to breach the defenses of this man. Doesn't look like he's in a rush to go anyway either. Just make it that much more difficult for Sri Lanka second time around.
From here on, it's going to be a predicament should we try and force the issue. To be able to get more than 300 runs, it's not going to come in a day. Because this pitch is going to deteriorate. And then they'll be reminded of the fact that the Pakistan team was able to win the test match on the last day. In the last series of the first test match. Pakistan was involved in a record run chase. So there'll be so many questions the Sri Lankans have to get the answer for. As South Shakil keeps on going about the job relentlessly. Another boundary scored by him.
Going about this ninth wicket. Back into the attack from the fourth end. Gonna come left arm over. Left-handed Shakil. Field spread. Mid off, mid on. Deep mid wicket. Backward square leg. Backward point is very, very fine. The field is on the bar. Leg slip and slip still in though, so still looking to attack.
Denied himself a run in Test match cricket. At times they don't come easy. But batting selflessly, the young man doing a job for his country.
And that's the thing that's really impressed me. Towards the back end of this innings, take nothing away from what he's done throughout. The pressure and the situation that he walked in at. But the fact that he's had partnerships with the lower order, 50 partnership prior to this, 50 now, 63 to be exact, and he hasn't thrown it away. He hasn't thought to himself, well, batting with the lower order, they're probably not going to last. Let me try and get as many as I can for myself. Carried on out there. He just continues to add to Pakistan's lead. It's 98 now. Great signs from a player so young in his career. Just a sixth match. But showing levels of maturity of somebody who's played for a lot longer than that.
Yeah, these are the signs of somebody going through the rigmarole of playing the first-class cricket, club cricket, school cricket, gain experience, find your game, and then get an opportunity to represent your country. You're ready. The key thing is going through the rigmarole.
Oh, that is a beauty. That is a beauty. There was another sound. I think it was bat brushing against the front pad.
Or did the ball kiss the off stump? not only that ball turned, it bounced as well.
That's a good decision. 410 for 8. Fixed deposit call look.
नहीं यार, savings account.
Everyone I'm going to put us in Sri Lankan shirts and test caps here, Amir. What do we do? How do we get a wicket?
Yeah, that's what happened in the previous over with the last delivery. Beat Naseem Shah, all ends up. It was the case of bat hitting the pad, hence the noise. And a very good decision once again from the umpire. You know, at times, as a captain, you have to go on a punt in order to buy a wicket. You know, he has to encourage his spinners to flight the ball, take the batsman into employing an expensive stroke. Yes, we know South Shakil is showing a lot of maturity out there in the middle, but you can't tempt Naseem Shah. Oh, there was an opportunity to get rid of South Shakil. And the aim wasn't found on that occasion.
The reason why it was tight at the end is because he played the shot off his back foot. He was on the back foot already. He would have been short. And then had to take the run and try and get there. And he only really started to speed up when he realized that there was an opportunity for a run out. He would have been out. Nowhere near.
A rare opportunity provided by South Shakil to get rid of him. He attempt Naseem Shah with a flighted delivery. With this pace, he's finding it very easy to negotiate.
Overs gone. 411 for 8. And 278 balls from Shakil. Fantastic rear guard action from him, and the Pakistan batting lineup has allowed them to get a substantial lead so far. 99, still 2 wickets. To try and increase that as much as they can. Goes on the sweep shot. Slightly shorter in length.
We are seeing great signs for the Pakistani team here. This one turned and bounced. We have seen consistent turn for the spinners in this pitch. What is to do to get rid of the sun? I can't share on there. He hasn't tried to do that.
100 the lead now for Pakistan. Naseem Shah holding up his own at the other end and ensuring that they can just continue to build. That looks good. It's very good. Now he's gone straight up for the review.
That was quick. Very quick delivery. Bit of review for a left arm spinner. Original position is out. It's feeling in front on the motor. Roll it back. Quick, just get side on. Looks like just want to confirm it's missed the toe and just hit the bed. Okay, thank you. I'll go back on to Alex on field. Alex, is this ball on fat? I'm going to recommend you change your decision to not out your on-screen signal.
Wow. When they thought they had the all-important breakthrough. And that's why he went straight up for the review, because he knew that he had made contact with the bat. It's the end of the 101st, 412 for 8.
Nika hot pink sale up to 50% off.
Beautiful, picturesque Ball International Stadium. That kite, long tail. That tail as long as the Pakistan tail has been in this innings.
And both the tails are bagging.
There's definitely some turn on offer now. You've seen a few that have bounced extra, yes. You can certainly tell that the surface drying out, just starting to provide a little bit more assistance for the spin bowlers.
This field placing is telling me that the Sri Lankan captain is crying out aloud for South Shiki to take a single.
It's too short and it's just sat in the wicket. Hasn't come out as quickly as he was expecting. He'll get the single nonetheless. So just a couple more deliveries for Naseem Shah to negotiate. Now, the last couple of balls that Ramesh bowled to him in the previous over, definitely made an effort to throw that ball up, try and entice him into the stroke, and I think that's the way he's got to go.
was able to dent the batsman, blighted the ball, and did force the same shot to bring out that drive. He was not in control. He should encourage Ramesh Mendes to keep on flanking the ball to the same shot.
Frustration for Sri Lanka. 102 overs gone. 4-1-3 for 8. Fixed deposit को look
नहीं यार, savings account.
FD This tells a story. 177, 52, 16 and 67 unfinished. Compare it with the top order.
Sri Lanka has struggled so much. Now Shakil, 172, he's looked so good.
Well, that's not looking all that good, Russell. That sky. Again, it's clouding up. Just wondering whether
We're going to see some rain, but we did have blue sky. I think we get a full day's play.
I'll take your word. You're the weatherman.
Not, I'm just assuming.
You're the one who has the record, which we don't often go to. 57-run partnership. We were talking about Nasim Shah and how he hangs in there with the batter. Here we go. Game-changing partnership of 70 in about 185 balls. This is 67 off 155. That was a 5 not out in 52 balls for Nasim. Today he's faced 49.
How do you get Saul Shakil out? Sri Lanka has struggled. They've tried hard. They've tried different kinds of bowlers.
Here's a suggestion. Take your catches.
That's the easiest way.
Drop twice.
Unfortunately. He's getting a bit of turn. But playing it very late off the back foot, but he's not taking the single.
Buddies, Roshan, buddies. Wherever you go. Very popular figure you are. So we saw the scoreboard, we saw partnerships. Pakistan 101 for 5. Now this is not the first time that Sri Lanka have found themselves in this hole. Picking up the last 5 wickets or the last 4 wickets to finish off innings has been a challenge. They're claiming a catch. They think it's an inside edge. But not umpire Alex Wolf. He doesn't think there was an inside edge. Don't forget, Sri Lanka has no reviews left.
I don't think it was anywhere close to the bat. Definitely didn't look like, but a good grab by Dhananjay.
He's doing it too easily now. 4 balls. By the 4th ball, it's pretty predictable that he's looking for a single to get off strike, and that's something that is perfected without a problem. Just knocked it into a gap and gone for a single. It's also a fact how Sri Lanka have been going about the business. There's not been any intent in resigned to the fact that waiting for the batter to make a mistake. That's been the story for a while. I forgot to catch the ball. Sadira Samaravicramani says, for once, tossed up. Naseem Shah tries a big one and gets himself into trouble. The moment there's a back lift, he does get into trouble. A solid block, he's well in control. Too eager. Break a partnership, Roshan, there you go. Catch the ball, take the bails off. That's the way to do it. Sadir Samar Vikrama was urging him to try and dismiss Naseem Shah. He survives. 414 for 8. The lead now is 102. Fixed deposit खोल दूं?
नहीं यार, savings account.
No ball in the gloves. One of those days where nothing seemed to have gone right for Sri Lanka. They missed out on some obvious opportunities just like that. Normally you would expect them to be sharp spinners on the top of their game. And this is, as we've spoken, is something very new for Sri Lanka, at least on day one or day two of a test match, or the second innings. The spinners have generally been very aggressive. There goes the slog sweep. Very productive. They bought a second, and a big confusion. It's to the wrong end. Shakil wanted to run for the second, but not Naseem Shah. Hesitation, they bailed out at the right time. That gave Shakil enough time to hit back. He wanted to. He did slipped just a wee bit on the turn, and that's what's put them off. But Naseem Shah did the right thing. He saw the throw coming to his end, bailed out. Shakil able to get back. No damage done. Now this lead is starting to get into fairly tough proportions, over 100 runs. Always a challenge. Batting third on the surface. And with the ball starting now to gradually respond. Spinners getting a bit of turn and bounce. Going to be a considerable amount of pressure on the Sri Lankan batters when they go in. Not afraid to use his feet, not afraid to play a few shots, or at least attempt shots. He's now faced 53 deliveries for his 6. He's trying to play a few shots. Maybe Pakistan have changed plans. Maybe they're thinking a few runs. Look at how many overs remaining. There's 32. Maybe they'd like to have a crack of about 15-20 overs to a tiring Sri Lankan team. They've got about 104 runs lead. Try and get it up to 130, 150. Get a couple of wickets here. They're well on top. Just a bit of a drizzle around. But looking around, there aren't many clouds. And you're the weatherman, you predicted rain. Predicted nothing. I only looked at when the clouds were seen, we're just assuming. He still doesn't have a slip, but he's brought in his field to try and save a single. 3 on the offside, 3 on the leg side. We got that man for the slog sweep and the punch off the back foot. He loves that shot, doesn't he? He really likes to drag it from outside the off stump, and it's very effective. He's opened up a lot of areas against the spinners with that shot. Definite change in intent. A few more runs being looked for. Without Shakil, 175. The highest scores against Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka. Mohammad Hafiz is about 96. Colombo Yunus Khan features on a couple of occasions. At 171 not out in Pallekele 2015. Famous chase. Abdullah Shafiq, last time Pakistan were here, that was also a match-winning knock.
What was that? Attempted bouncer, I think. 417 for 8.
Fixed deposit call loop.
नहीं यार, savings account.
Everyone both teams were in very difficult positions when they started their innings. Sri Lanka had lost 4 for not many. Pakistan had lost half of their side, but just 101. Look at the end result. Sri Lanka getting into 300 plus. Pakistan has done even better. 400. He's been a rock. He's been a wall. Nothing has really got past him.
Boys, come boys.
Little chip in there. They want 2, they want 2. And they'll come back for 2. Chipping it with the turn, with the angle. They're thinking runs, that's for sure. But that'll also give Sri Lanka a few opportunities. Naseem Shah, who was happy to block earlier, now picking up his bat and trying to give it a thump too. I think that's the right approach by Pakistan, because they managed to survive. They got ahead of Sri Lanka and now started to realize that the surface is gradually changing. Another factor that will be at the back of Pakistan's mind is rain. We've lost time every day. Therefore, trying to have a crack this evening and get a couple of wickets will be the way to go. Because with runs in front, the pressure is different, and pressure does tremendous things. You'll suddenly see when Sri Lanka come out to bat that this pitch is not as flat as it looks now. That's because of the situation of the game and also how the batsmen have played. You've got to make those moments count. Absolutely right. I've seen that happen many a time. Again, he just opens up areas down the wicket against whatever turn, and he picks his spot. He's been a master at that. That's made this man's job so difficult, because look at the field. He's got a packed leg side field, and he comes down the pitch, opens up almost inside out. Cleverly done. Yeah, just a knock, get it over the field, it runs away. Doesn't look to swing off his feet, and that's why he plays with so much control. This is what he does. This makes it ridiculously easy. 424 for 8. Shakil 182 of 299 balls, 17 fours.
outstanding shots he's played. He's enjoyed almost every bowler. Not a single bowler have managed to dominate him. He's particularly been severe on Prabhat Jayasuriya. He's got a lot of runs off him. Not afraid to take him on, play against the spin. To go over the top. Ramesh Mendis. That's a drag down. It's lucky that it's the first ball that he's not interested in a single. The short and wide. What a slip in, which is good. He's thinking of trying to dismiss the batter. But Russell, I've seen this happen before. When a partnership between established batter and a low order batter, captains, most occasions, tend to take their eyes off the established batter. They try to attack only that low order. And by doing so, they tend to play right into the hands of the established batter who starts to control things.
They go away from bowling areas that are dangerous, that are most likely to pick up wickets. Take time out of the game and frustrate themselves. It's not the first time we're seeing that. So much time. Batting with tremendous control.
And in a situation like that, their sole intention is get him off strike. And when you have a smart guy there, he knows exactly how to control it and maneuver it. I remember this happened way back at Leeds with Angelo Matthews and Rangan Hero. I'm sure you remember that game. Sri Lanka won of the second last ball. When England were doing all the running. Just let Sri Lanka get out of jail with that partnership, and it's so different here. 79 runs.
No backlift, he looks sound, gets behind and blocks it. The moment he thinks of hitting it, suddenly feel the bowlers have a chance. Shah, one ball in the over, just see it off, let Shakil take care of it from the other end.
Sri Lankans, as you said, have struggled to dismiss tail-enders. They've really been made to pay a heavy price. Right, short and wide. No is the call. 425 for 8.
Fixed deposit खोल लूं?
नहीं यार, savings account.
FD को तो higher interest baby.
Savings account मतलब पैसा पास में baby.
Jad active money. अब FD वाला interest savings account में up to 7% per annum. Money. Aim right, achieve big. At AR Mangalam University, we provide you the platform to turn your dreams into reality. Give wings to your aspirations.
Of the Sri Lankan bowling analysis is that Jayasuriya was once going at 5 runs and over. He's still going at 4+. He's generally someone who brings in a lot of control, goes a lot of dominated them. The singles, they have completely unsettled the Sri Lankan bowling unit. They're just going through the motions. They just now wish for Fernando coming back. Out Shakil. It's been his day, his innings. He's stolen the limelight. Isagar Salman supported him well, but pace and spin. He's looked to come down the pitch, take the fast bowlers on. And he's also been pretty good against spin. When you sweep well, you control what happens out there. Against the spinners, they'll struggle to find their length, they'll struggle to find the speed and set the field, and he's got a variety of them. Out Shakil. Loves that soft sweep, the lines that he picks, some from wide of the off stump, some straight on line, but he's very effective. He's been equally adept against both spin and pace. He's been at home. Facing spin and pace, actually nobody appears to have bothered him at all. A nice place to take selfies up there on the ramparts. It's a lovely, lovely view. You just get up there in the evening on top of the ramparts. You see the Indian Ocean. You can get a bird's eye view of the ground. See the city of gold. A lovely place to relax. You spend a lot of time up there hanging around, especially in your younger days. I must say I have. I've been here. I used to visit these parts. I used to live inside the fort. So the ramparts is not it's a place that's quite well known to me. I've been up there, I've enjoyed the view, but of course, Galle looked very different then. But still, so much of history, and it's absolutely breathtaking. Just keeps knocking it into gaps on the leg side. This time he will get a single. Vishwa Fernando has angled it down the leg side. He's got open spaces now. Just one delivery for Nasir Shah to face. Sri Lanka seem to continuously allow Shakil to get a single of the fourth or fifth ball with the greatest of ease. Just nudged it. One ball from Vishwa Fernando to survive. Naseem. 29 overs scheduled remaining in the day's play. We haven't had problems tonight. We've been able to play it after 6, so that's another 1.5 hours of play at least remaining. He survives. 26 for 8. Over 4. Rajendra is back. Sri Lanka, we do know. Well, we spoke about the ramparts, and there you are. A very, very nice place to be, especially at this time of the evening. Not during the day where it can be pretty hot, unless you have an umbrella. Sri Lanka obviously is concerned about this lead, but what will concern them more is the fact that they will definitely have to bat at least for half an hour this evening. That's going to be a tough time to survive. Pakistan will come really hard at them. So when you were hanging around in the ramparts, oh lovely late cut again.
tremendous control. There was width on offer from Rajta. He's played that shot a few times now, Shakil. And look at that. Look at the dressing room. They're nice. They're relaxed. And Babar Azam enjoying it. Tells you a story. I don't think they were that relaxed. 5 down for 101, but now look at that fielder, that wide slip had no chance to get to that. Look at Babar Azam. In the years gone by, you hanging around the ramparts with an umbrella. It's not hanging around, Russell. I don't hang around. I used to walk with friends in the evening. I used to work these parts of Sri Lanka. And it's a nice place to relax. You finish your work, you come back to where you stay. And if there is sunshine, if the evenings are nice, you just take a walk. I don't hang around. There are better things to do than hang around. This time, he refuses the signal now. The 3 balls gone. Let's see the way Dimut Karnaratna reacts here. The field hasn't changed. 2 men on the offside saving 1. Nobody, 1 on the leg side. The entire field is spread out. Well away from the maiden double 100, Shakil. Right, will the field come in? 4 deliveries bowled. Rajita from round the wicket angling it back. Not going to come in. The field remains. Rajita will have to just make sure that he'll be accurate. He's just outside the off stump, but he has that option of just nudging it towards that point area and taking a single. The 3 fielders on the single, everyone else spread far and wide on the boundary. Well, he's got options. He can nudge it on the leg side, he can just open the face of the bat on the offside. Let's see what he does. Well, it falls safely. Yep, no one to catch. The chances are minimal. I mentioned only 3 around saving a single. So he gets off strike. We're 19 the lead. Yes, long periods for Maratna, happy to sit back and wait for things to happen. Sri Lanka needs to make things happen. They just can't let this partnership continue and this lead swell. 119 runs. If you look at the averages of innings, 3rd and the 4th innings are the lowest. And Gaul, the first is on record the best. Gets an edge on the bounce.
How are you doing, guys? Guys, good.
431 for 8.
Chilling.
Fixed deposit खोल दूं?
नहीं यार, savings account.
At least Russell, time to fly a kite. It's that time of the year. You fly kites. There's a lovely breeze blowing which makes it easier. Partnerships have been the key. The last 3 wickets have added to 330 runs, 3 partnerships of 50 plus. One partnership of 177 followed by 52 and now an unbroken 85. Naseem Shah doing what he does best, hanging in there for Shakil to do the scoring. He's got only 6, but he's eaten up almost 10 overs. That's a perfect illustration. One person riding it. Shakil, the leader, the scorer, the man. But he can't do it alone. We know that. It has to be our director to show something like that. It has to be Hemant Butch to come up with something like that. They're off fishing. Early. They could really do with one of these Pakistani batsmen going for a fish. Hoping they don't want to fish in the second innings. They'll have to bat better. Aren't they put to fish? Because the Pakistanis will be at them. It will be a massive catch. That boat is going at a fair rate of knots. Moving quickly. They'll be back in the morning with their catch. Time to fly kites, time to go fishing. But for Sri Lanka, it's time for a wicket, desperately. This game running away from them and the pressure building. Pakistan doing it nice. Just like that. They're running away with it. They've always struggled, not for the first time. The struggle to finish innings off Sri Lanka. And even here I mentioned the last 3 wickets. 330. They concede a lot. Only Ireland do worse than Sri Lanka when it comes to finishing off the tail. That tail hurting Sri Lanka all the time. In the last 2 years, wickets 7 to 10. And it's happening again, but those numbers are adding on. That's a very long tail. Or a kite. We used to call it the Naya or the snake. The kite. You were called that, saying that used to be called. Not me. I was never called that. Manages to keep it out. 432 for 8. फिक्स डिपॉजिट खोल लूं? नहीं यार, सेविंग्स अकाउंट एटलीस्ट करो। Day 3 Sabri has been a story of barren run for the Sri Lankans. The bowlers were fizzing with enthusiasm when Pakistan were 5 down for 101. Not anymore. It's Pakistan all the way. Now all eyes on South Shakil. Nearing his first double hundred in Test match cricket. Everybody is really hoping he gets there.
set.
Not a lot of double hundreds for Pakistani batters of late. I remember Babar getting a 196, a real gem of a knock against Australia to draw that test match at Karachi. But a double hundred? Will confirm when was the last double century hit by a Pakistani batter.
Must have been Yunus Khan. And I remember a knock from Mohammad Hafiz way back in 2015 when he scored a double hundred against Bangladesh.
Abid Ali scored the last double century for Pakistan in Harare in 2021. But this is certainly very special from South Shakil. Pakistan were precariously placed, almost done in the first innings. He's produced a gem.
And he's not done as yet. Still battling hard to get his side to a winning position.
In this day and age where sort of flashy innings are the tone in so many formats, to produce and to have a batsman or a batter of this style, just a throwback to olden times, is a rarity and such a good addition in this Pakistan lineup, because not only does he give them stability, but it's just that he knows how to tackle the difficult situations because of his DNA makeup.
The word comes to the mind. What you were alluding to, refreshing. And that is refreshing. The style of play.
Stylishly missed by Naseem Shah. Somehow he's got this great ability to hang in there. 60 balls for a 6. Seems to enjoy this kind of stint at the crease, Naseem Shah. Quite happy to be in partnership with the settled asset South Shakil. And he's hardly spoken with Naseem Shah, so he likes the tactics. He's got enough confidence in Naseem Shah that he'll weather the storm. 433 for 8.
Fixed deposit खोल दूं?
नहीं यार, savings account.
FD was a higher interest baby.
Savings account मतलब पैसा पास में baby.
देखो जब active money, अब FD वाला interest savings account में up to 7% per annum. Money. Aim right, achieve big. At AR Mangalam University, we provide you the platform to turn your dreams into reality. Give wings to your aspirations with
Agha and Shakil were the rescuers. That partnership really did look after Pakistan extremely well. This is another very good effort, 87-run partnership. Sri Lankans looking insipid, as if the fizz has gotten out of the context for them. Just looking at the options for the Sri Lankans, I'm no expert on their cricket, but looking at what they fielded as a bowling unit, I'm sure you've got to encourage some of the bowlers that play T20 cricket to join the squad for Test cricket. It's not that most of these subcontinent teams play 5 Test match series. It's a quick turnaround. 2 Test match series are regularly featured. You can easily get some T20
bowlers at least involved in Test cricket, because it's the pinnacle. Test cricket is the pinnacle. It gives you name and status. If that is not being recognized by the younger lot, you've got to somehow drill that thought process in them. Yeah, hey, Ramesh, when you're looking to bowl the sides out on a pitch like this, where there's nothing happening for the bowlers, especially for the seamers, you need to have bowlers who can bowl with rapid pace to bring that surprise element for the another shot of ball. The whole process. This idea is to get Naseem Shah on strike for the next over. Fielders come in and he'll to cash in. Stretching his back, that's the other thing which has been remarkable, is fitness. Well, there's the mental fatigue and the physical fatigue, and he had to really go through both tiers throughout this knock. And he's not perturbed with the fact that he has denied so many singles. Easily could have been on 250 instead of 191. Right, what now from South Shakil? He's going to create an angle to get to the other end. Reject the strike, there he goes, finds the gap. Will he make it for the second? Yes, he wants to. I think he's probably in two minds whether to take that second run or not. And he did in the end, so he's exposed Naseem Shah to 6 balls. 435 for 8.
Fixed deposit खोल लूं?
नहीं यार, savings account.
FD sir, FD वाला higher interest baby.
Savings account मतलब पैसा पास में baby.
HAMZA Active Money. अब FD वाला interest savings account में up to 7% per annum. Money.
Nykaa Hot Pink Sale up to 50% off on the biggest beauty brands. Makeup, skincare and hair care all at up to 50% off. Nykaa Hot Pink Sale. Download now.
Seven away from a great milestone. South Shakil on 193. There's Sri Lanka's chance again. Naseem Shah is on strike. There's Surya 3 for 132 has been a giant hair at ball. Regular wicket taker. That's remarkable. how Naseem Shah has defended those deliveries for a long period of time. It goes to show and underlines the fact that if you want to be successful at this level, you've got to have a defensive technique, whether you're a bowler or a batter. Rocking back, making sure stays behind the line of that delivery.
Has batted for 35 overs. 89-run partnership. Just shows how the attack has been blunted by Naseem Shah. Logically, you expect him to score free. Naseem Shah, 6 of 64 balls have not really broken through his defense.
Yeah, you mentioned that the bowling has been one dimension. Not once I've seen any bowler trying to be innovative. Try something indifferent to be able to trance the batsman.
Added to the close and net of fielders. A little bit off short leg slip. What incredible how safe it's looked. Showing tremendous efforts to defend Naseem Shah.
Every time we saw the left arm spinner flighting the ball, had Naseem Shah tempted, he created that opportunity of stumping which was missed by the wicketkeeper. Surya hasn't been consistent in doing that.
There's our maiden 435 for 8. And we'll also have drinks.
He's inching close to his maiden double century in Test match cricket. Only 7 runs away. has been a quiet day for the bowlers. Only managed to pick up 3 wickets. And this is the final session of the day. Matters who struck twice. Got rid of Dejab and Aga Salman, and then Noman Ali. And then the fast bowler struck, the left-arm fast bowler, trapping Shaheen Shah Afridi in front of stumps. Well, this innings from South Shakil is clearly a mood lifter for Pakistani dugout. They'll go out there whenever they decide to do. There's a possibility of declaration as well, the way they've played so far. 150 declare, maybe have options up their sleeve, but clearly it will lift them into something really, really positive when they go out to bowl. Everything seems to be moving in slow motion. The strike rate has dropped just a little bit from 70s to 58.8 for South Shakil. But that has not deterred him from his focus, from his goal, which is really to carry on, build that lead, get to a double 100 and beyond. It's quite right to just let them continue with the effort. Plenty of time left, even if you consider the inclement weather. I think all they need is one good spell of bowling on probably day 4, day 5. And day 4, day 5, Amir, there's this mental approach to the game on a wearing pitch. And with the lead to look after Sri Lankans will not be breathing that freely when they come out to bat. And on third day, the entire day, the sun has baked down and the pitch has started to misbehave. It's offering a bit of turn to the spinner consistently. That's another good sign for the Pakistani bowlers. And when you talk about the fast bowler's perspective, there is a bit of bounce on the ball. And if there is sunshine tomorrow as well, I think there'll be more gremlins in this pitch. It'll offer more to the bowlers. The ball has started to turn sharply. The last drawn match here at Gaul was in 2013, would you believe it? Against Bangladesh. Every time a test match has been held here since 2013, there has been a result. Must have been rain during that match. Just one ball off the over, Naseem Shah has to deal with. Both these batters, they are approaching this game, this phase of the game with a concrete plan. And executing that plan very well, both these batters. was supposed to go through the offside. A big, hefty inside Asian got the short leg fielder there down for the count.
Incoming call from
Helmet he opens. Is asking the subs and the extras really to move out of the playing surface so that game can begin. Lanka quite happy to prolong this. This seemed to be about a decade back when Imamullah scored at point. And this should be nicely taken. That's a very good catch shot. Morning, Ala Salman, after batting so well, was stumped. Salman also put his hand up, got a good partnership working with South Shakil and be back live. Six deliveries, South Shakil. And we never spotted a lapse in his concentration. He's been focused, concentrating hard. That's incredible. Be an excellent source for some of the Pakistani batters who do not really play spin well to have a chat with South Shakil. He's clearly achieved that status. He gets a bit of the ball effortlessly. Once you do that, you can play against the line of the ball, against the spin. Then have the craftiness to hit the ball up in the air, anywhere. It's been just a great masterclass of how to play spin. The secret has been he doesn't lunge forward. When as a batsman you feel the pressure, you start to lunge forward. And when you're lunging forward, you can't transfer the weight, and you're bound to make mistakes. And he has used that front stride accurately, properly, and that's why he has survived for 338 deliveries.
These are the moments that will be savored by young brigade who's been selected for this tour. A great fight back by Pakistan. 437 for 8.
Nika hot pink sale up to 50%.
Now that lead has swelled to 126, which means that Sri Lanka has a lot of catching up to do in this test match. Shakil at 195. He's just batted with so much of assurance. Now slipping with Ramesh Mendis at the opposite end. Wickets turn and he finds a gap at slip. A single, but it's starting to happen rather alarmingly. It's called a bye, which means it means everything, Tino. So that's not good news if you're a Sri Lankan batter coming into bat. No, it's not. And Pakistan will more than likely want to bat for as long as possible here, get the biggest lead, because ideally they don't want to bat second time around, and if they have to, they don't want to have to chase too many. What a contribution it's been to the partnership from Naseem Shah in the sense that he supported Shakil so well. Look at the turn, look at the degree of turn. Also getting a bit of bounce. There's a shot at wicket in as well. Very nearly. Like Naseem Shah's defense, he tends to stab at the ball rather than really wait for it. Look as to how he pushes. You know, he just pushes and then turns his wrist. Yeah, breaks the wrist very quickly. He makes it work. Mushram, that's what he does. Not the prettiest looking, but pretty's not always effective. He's very effective. I think back to the innings that he played here a year ago as well in a test match. It's not like it's a once-off. Up and round the wicket. Throw the aesthetic side out of it. Just look at the effectiveness. Now, look at that, Dino. Look how much it started to kind of increase. 4 inches, that's a lot. 4 degrees, I beg your pardon. I very nearly said 4 inches, but it's 4 degrees. 4 degrees, that's a lot. 438 for 8.
Nika hot pink sale up to 50% off on the biggest beauty brands.
Oh, he was playing for some turn that time. Straightened up.
It's all happening, I'll tell you. Out there in the box. It's happening everywhere, Tino. We're getting degrees and inches mixed up. The degree of turn getting mixed up. It's been that kind of the day.
No, it has. A lot of it due to this man, his outstanding vigil with bat in hand.
He's bowled 3 deliveries. The field remains. He might bowl a 4th. But Dhananjay Silva really doesn't seem to pose that kind of problem to the batter. He's not turning as much. Gets a bit of grip off the surface, but nothing dangerous. We've seen Ramesh Mendis get turn and bounce. Now just 2 balls for Naseem Shah to survive. Wonder what the extent of turn Dhananjay Silva is getting to be measured in inches or degrees.
Not as many inches as the bowler who bowled the previous over. None? I think we should.
That time, just from round the wicket, just playing for some turn.
Come boys!
Well, he wants 2. A bit ambitious for Naseem Shah. 439 for 8.
Nika hot.
For 8. They still got 20 overs remaining. You see a declaration happening here. The light's all right.
I don't know if I see a declaration coming. What I can tell you is if I was in the change room, I certainly wouldn't. I would make sure that we grind the Sri Lankan fielders in and get as many as possible ahead in this first innings. Because of those inches, the bigger pardon, degrees you were talking about, Roshan, surface drying out, another school of thought might have been maybe, towards the end of the day, try and bowl a few overs at Sri Lanka. I wouldn't do that. The wicket's got enough in it now, I think, as we can see from the spinners in particular, to be able to get enough purchase in the next couple of days. So for me, grind them into the ground, get the biggest lead possible.
Let them out of the game if you can. I'm with you on that. There was a school of thought that Sri Lanka might bat late in the evening, but I don't think so. Unless Pakistan gets all out. Yeah, they'll want to bat now. That lead is 128. They like to have it. They can extend close to 200. That would be pretty ambitious from here, but still. 2 short legs and a slip. Short mid wicket. Oh, that time. Got through him. He was looking to push it. It turned. He was done. He was beaten in the flight. And finally, After a lot of hard work, a 94-run partnership has been broken.
He's devastated. Naseem Shah. And you can understand why. He's worked so hard. It's the loop, it's the dip on the ball that's undone him. He gets his fourth. Ramesh Mendes, he's toiled hard. Eventually getting the breakthrough and breaking that 9-figure partnership. He goes for 6, but a very, very handy 6. 440 for 9.
Fixed deposit खोल लूं?
नहीं यार, savings account.
FD set up. FD मतलब higher interest baby.
Savings account मतलब पैसा पास में baby.
जब active
.440 for 9. They're down to Abraham. Best of 17. His short career, average 14. Now there's a very good chance of Sri Lanka batting tonight. Pakistan actually wouldn't mind it now. Because there is an opportunity to try and put some pressure. Another look of the wicket.
Yeah, he really should have hit that low full toss. He's just played down the wrong line. You can see that when he goes past the bat, it's not under it. So he's played the wrong line. Yeah, I think from the time that wicket fell, I'm with you too. Pakistan will be thinking, well, if we lose another one now, that's okay. More time to bowl at Sri Lanka this evening. And with what we've seen, a hard new ball, give our 2 faster bowlers an opportunity up front, then maybe, in fact not maybe, definitely get those spinners on as quickly as possible after that.
It can be very, very trying. Be a trying time for the Sri Lanka. Knowing that they're up against it, the pitch is deteriorating. Now, they've got 5 round the bat. Nice forward defense with a lovely strike from Abra. It's 440 for 9.
fixed deposit खोल लूं?
नहीं यार, savings account.
FD set up. FD मतलब interest baby.
Savings
Out Shakil and what a innings. He's just gone past Mohammad Hafiz. 196 is bordering a double 100. 197. The 40 Dhananjay De Silva. He will look for it. He will look for it. Oh, he doesn't want this.
First to score double 100 in Sri Lanka. What a magnificent knock from this young man. 446 for 9. 46 for 9. What a magnificent effort by South Shakil. 203. It's a marathon effort. Was under a lot of pressure when he came in. He weathered that storm. Managed the Sri Lankan spinners and the fast bowlers. The spinners were on top, getting a bit of purchase, looking to attack. And Aga Salman and South Shakil. What a partnership it turned out to be. Yeah, it's been a show of immense character, guile, astuteness from the man. Puts that left leg across as he plays defensively. That's why I think he's batting at number 11, Tino. And the wicket keeper thought they had their man. Needed to strike that pad. Oh! It was a big wind up. Saw he's coming. And how far has it gone? Is it 4 or 6? But you saw the way he shaped up as soon as it was thrown up. Well, you know what they say. 9, 10 and Jack, more often than not, get that ball above the eye. They cannot help themselves. Struck that very nicely. Looks like it's gone all the way. Alex Wolf, the young umpire, just waiting for confirmation. You can see from that frame clearly bouncing outside the boundary. 6 accredited, 450 up. And he's very sensibly quite preferred or prepared to play defensively. Oh, they're ready. He's in his white, so that's either he's expecting this wicket to fall quickly. Oh, down the wicket. Very safe. He's going to throw his bat around. He's not going to hang around. Now that South Shakil has got his number 100, he has no reason to play defensively. He's just going to enjoy himself. And that's exactly what he's doing. Yeah, he's taking the spinner on. Showing here that he's not one-dimensional. Down the wicket, ball slightly wide, opens up and goes over the offside. Here's Angelo Matthews with minimum of fuss. They say 2, he wants 2. South Shakil's not running. 456 for 9. For 9, and what an innings this has turned out to be. This was a big moment, a real milestone, the first ever Pakistani to make a double 100 in Sri Lanka. Look at the jubilation, and first number 5 since 2016 to make a double 100 for Pakistan. A real special moment, and he had to fight hard, he had to work hard for it, and he can certainly savor that moment. It's a very special feeling, I'm sure. Ramesh Mendis coming on. That's how Shakil is still very focused. He's not taking the single. He's looking to farm the strike. He wants to bat a little bit long. Yes, they got a plan. They got 16 overs and 5 balls remaining. They got a plan. At which point maybe try and declare it's Sri Lanka in. Yeah, now that they're 9 wickets down, they most definitely will declare. Look at the jubilation of his teammates. Always so good to see the rest of the team celebrating milestones by colleagues. A good sign to see each other celebrate as players celebrate each other's success. It's always a very good sign. It tells you that it's a happy dressing room, it's a happy bunch. That was definitely seen there. By not just the way they cheered, but the facial expressions. They looked happy, they were joyful. It was a happy moment. Alright, Abraham on strike. Time for some fun against Ramesh Mendes. If he can get it, there you are. That's another look. That's how the dressing room celebrated. They all stood up. They knew how important this innings was for the team's cause. I'm looking forward to these next few deliveries. How much Mendes can get that ball up above the eye line. Could be in for some action. He got stuck. He got mad. What's happening? What was happening there? There's fun and games. They can laugh about it. I think he got stuck. And the wicketkeeper tried to catch it. Let's see. Yes, he got stuck. And they're asking. He's trying to catch it. And then he drops the ball. Oh, what a comedian. So good to see. $457 for 9. $457 for 90. No, one thing that seemed to have happened over the last 5-10 minutes is that the light has dipped a little bit. Yeah, so once you have a crack with Naseem Shah and Shaheen Shah Afridi, might just consider declaring very soon. Remember, there's a 10-minute changeover as well, so that light's going to get worse. Unless they decide to bowl spin, which they can do with a newish ball. We've seen that happen at Gaul many a time. Jayasuriya. Well, they want 2 here. He's pushing for 2. It might be the boundary. Good work. Very good work by Vishwa. Only a couple of runs. Look at this funny moment. It just got lodged in the pad. Now Satyavara Samaravikram is trying to grab it. I think the rule is once it's lodged in the pad, it's a dead ball, right? You can't be out. Babar Azam enjoyed that. We all did. It's a very funny moment. The players enjoyed themselves. It's good to liven a rather, I don't want to call it a dull day. It's been a wonderful day for batting, but a day that the Sri Lankans have struggled a lot. Yeah, things haven't really gone according to plan for them. This approach is so focused. Abraham may be out there, number 11 may be out there, but he's on a mission. He's not going to throw it away. He's really looking to occupy the crease, accumulate whatever he can. Look at his wagon wheel cleaner. He's been very good with that shot. The slog sweep, the one that he works off his hips against the fast bowler, against the spinner. He's been brilliant in that area. offside as well. Been able to maneuver himself and get his body in a position where he can open up and push the ball into the offside for the majority of the latter part of his innings, because he was farming the strike, batting with the lower order, and great resolve. Well, he's alright. I just heard it zip there of the stump mic, and Jai takes him, oh come on, why don't you try the big shot? Oh, there you are. Back to the fielder, 460 for 9. It's a very handy lead for Pakistan, 148. We got 15 overs today and hopefully 2 full days tomorrow. So Sri Lanka has a lot of work to do. They need to first wipe off this deficit. And then they're looking to push Pakistan, looking to push for a result. They need to have time to bowl Pakistan out, which obviously should be their plan. But Pakistan, on the other hand, has a fair bit of runs in the bank to try and create some pressure, and we'll hope that this pitch will start to respond positively when the spinners bowl. There's a lot of catching up to do for Sri Lanka. He's prepared to take a single off the first ball. Right, 5 balls left in the over. Abraham versus Ramesh Mendis. Tim was going right, mate. Other than trying to wrap up the innings as quickly as possible.
फिर वीडियो जो बंद कर दिया, बंद ही होना था।
यहाँ से नहीं हुआ।
It's showing a lot of
ना कर
नजदीकियों की बरसातें।
Fixed deposit is savings
मतलब पैसा पास में बेबी।
जब एक्टिव मनी अब एफडी वाला इंटरेस्ट सेविंग्स अकाउंट में up to 7% per annum. Money.